Slenderman, Slenderman, all the children.
Hey, what game are you playing?
It's Slenderman.
Whoa, I've heard a lot about this guy.
Me too, like I'm kinda obsessed with this game right now.
I think I've played it before, but like I really like the stories I heard from Creepypasta, and I think I want to do something for him because I'm just obsessed with him.
You mean you wanna make you wanna make the Slenderman as your leader?
Master.
Oh,
Exactly, and I feel like I should do some sort of
I'm kinda
sacrifice.
interested, wanna join you.
What do you say if we kill Peyton as a sacrifice?
So then only Slenderman will accept us?
Yes. I will go and meet him in his mansion in the forest.
And I'm gonna live with him forever?
Exactly.
That's gonna be cool.
I know. Hey Peyton.
Hey Morgan.
What are you doing today?
Nah, nothing much.
Well, do you want to hang out with me and Anissa today?
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, bye. See you.
Great. Okay, see you.
Okay, sure. See you. Bye. So hot. Hey guys.
Hey Peyton.
So, where are we going?
I don't know, we're just gonna walk around in the forest, have some fun.
Okay, sure. Finally, we can meet our Slenderman.
Exactly. Let's go meet him in his mansion.
What happened? Are you okay?
Hello? This is an emergency.
Factors that influence mental illness patient to commit crime. The first one is living circumstances. The second one is family history of violence. The third one is problems in childhood. Then genetic vulnerability, and the last one is impulsivity.
So, what are relevant iterations of these offences from psychological perspective? Well, there are two types of offence-focused psychological treatment, such as individual and group-based offence focus. For working towards more effective rehabilitation, many of the conditions required for punishment to be effective do not exist in any justice system. It follows that policies and programs who focus on rehabilitating offenders will have a greater chance of success in preventing crime and improving community safety. These days, though, offender rehabilitation is often thought about in terms of psychological treatment. We can chart the rise of current programs according to the broad traditions of psychotherapy, behavior modifications, and behavior therapy. Oh, and more recently, the cognitive behavioral cognitive approaches, including group counseling and psychodrama.
Sometimes, the people committing crimes do have mental illnesses that play a part in their criminal behavior. However, leaving out explanations about why or how mental illnesses can contribute to criminality feeds the stigma that labels all criminals as crazy and prevents people with mental illness who engage in criminal behavior from getting the mental health treatment they need. Many people respond to crimes committed by mentally ill people by saying mental illness shouldn't be an excuse and the criminals need harsher punishments. This narrative exists because news media don't often take time or have space to explain the complexities of mental illness. It also leaves too much room for people to make assumptions that all people with mental illness will behave dangerously. If mental illnesses were explained even a little bit more when reporting, people would better understand mental illness and its relation to criminal behavior. Psychology helps society to a great extent because it can explain why people act the way they do. With this kind of professional insight, a psychologist can help mentally ill criminals to improve their decision-making, stress management, and behavior based on their past actions. In this situation, the psychologist is involved in assessment of an individual in order to provide a clinical judgment. These assessments can help police or other organizations to determine how to process the individual in question. For example, they can help to find out whether he or she is capable to stand trial due to mental illness. In conclusion, people need to face consequences for their actions, but that may not always look how we expect it to. If treatment can be provided, that should be the first thing administered. The person should still face some sort of punishment, but it should be determined case by case, as every case is unique. It might be hard to overlook how victims are affected, but it's also important to recognize what may be going on when mental illness is really involved in crime, because then we can separate the stigma from the reality and actually make a positive difference in a criminal's life while avoiding stigmatizing mental illness as a whole. Thank you.